Today I'm going to take you through a 30-minute dumbbell leg workout. You can do this as a follow along with me. I'm going to use one lighter pair of dumbbells, that's 10 kilos, 22 pounds each. And then for the second strength section, I'm going to use one single heavier dumbbell, 20 kilos, that's about 44 pounds, but make do with whatever you've got. One of the exercises, I'll be using a bench, but I'll show you an option with or without, so don't worry about that. We're going to kick things off with a brief bodyweight warm-up, so let's get into it. So we've got 4 warm-up exercises doing 30 seconds each, linking each one straight into the other, starting with an alternating Romanian deadlift. So if you stand on your mat, you're going to shift your weight over to one side and get ready to go. So you're hinging at the hip, reach that back heel, and back to the top, and switch. So we've got alternating legs, keeping the supporting leg almost straight, so you can unlock the knee. But apart from unlocking it, you shouldn't be bending it much more than that. We want to get a nice hamstring stretch down here. Technique tip is lead with the heel, keep the shoulder blades together. Most people have their leg too low. Okay, into double drop squats, you're going to go down, you're going to do a double drop, back up, so down, double drop at the bottom, back to the top and repeat. So again, that double drop, stretching the glutes out, increasing the time under tension. After this, we've got some alternating reverse lunges. So alternating backwards lunges, dropping the back knee nice and close to the floor. Make sure that front knee isn't collapsing into the center. Try and get nice and low with those lunges. After this, got the final exercise of the 4. You're going to come onto the mat, lying on your back, and we're going to do some wipers. So lie on your back, arms out to the side, knees up, side to side drops. So you're dropping your knees side to side, probably only about halfway or maybe 2/3 down, because you want to keep the opposite shoulder blade on the floor. From this, we're going straight back into those alternating Romanian deadlifts with no break. We're doing 2 rounds. Let's go. So alternating RDLs. You'll see RDL is just an abbreviation for Romanian deadlift, if I ever write it down. A tip to stop you from aeroplaning, that's where you turn your hip to the side like that, is to point the back toe down towards the mat. A little wobbly there. All right, double drop squats. Make sure your tailbone isn't excessively collapsing under at the bottom. You want to keep a relatively upright posture. Feet generally will be about shoulder width apart, so a bit wider than your hips with a slight turnout. Heel and toe pressure should be even. Into those lunges. All right, we've got those wipers. So side to side drops, just loosening off the lower back, getting a little bit of torso rotation in, starting to engage the core slightly. Great job. Okay, we're going to move on to our first strength section. I'm going to use these 10 kilo, 22 pound dumbbells. We've got a tough one to begin with. We're going to do some Bulgarian split squats with your back foot on the bench. If you haven't got a bench, you can just do a regular split squat. You can do these with or without weight. So if you know you're good at them already, you could hold a dumbbell by your side, or maybe just one dumbbell at your chest. But if you know that Bulgarian split squats are going to be a challenge, I suggest just doing these with your body weight. We're going to do 30 seconds on each exercise and get ready to go. So slowly down and back up. It's okay to lean forward slightly when we come down into this. If you try and stay bolt upright, you'll probably end up overarching your lower back. We want to load the front leg as much as possible and take some pressure off that back foot. Oh, that's a tough one. So we're going to go onto the other side. Make sure you're controlling that front knee. It should not be collapsing inside. Try and keep it pointing outside of your big toe. Back knee drops down as far as you're comfortable with. Again, loading the weight into that front leg. So it's almost like a single leg squat, just with a little support with the back foot. The single leg squat should be on the front leg. Whoa. All right. Got a rest now, got 30 seconds. Let the legs recover. Got some reasonable rest times in this workout. I do find that a lot of other YouTube videos I see have too short rest times. But we're gonna try and keep the weight reasonable and give you a decent rest. Okay, we're gonna go some double dumbbell front squats next. If you're struggling, you could just use one of your dumbbells. So you're gonna squat down, back up. This is a front squat, so it should have a pretty upright squat position. I'm resting one end of the dumbbell actually on top of my shoulders to make it a bit easier on the shoulder muscles. Always finish your rep, don't worry too much about the timer. Great job. Okay, next up, we've got some Cossack lunges. So you can either do this with body weight or you just take a single dumbbell, hold it at your chest in a goblet squat position. Basically going to do a lateral lunge, alternating sides, but we're going to come onto the heel and point the toe to the sky. Feel a stretch down the inside of that leg, down the adductors and hamstrings. Just go as far as your mobility allows. I'm sure we'll warm up deeper as the rounds progress. It's good to get some lateral movements into some of these workouts. Oh, great job. Let's give the legs a break. You got 45 seconds off. And then we go again with those Bulgarian split squats. Like I said, use the body weight variations if you're struggling, and if you can do the dumbbells, great. It'll be a tough leg workout, especially with these Bulgarian split squats or just regular split squats if you haven't got a bench, both good. So get ready to go. I like to have my shoelaces pivoting on the edge of the bench. Although I'm leaning forwards, I'm not collapsing forwards. I'm still trying to keep my shoulder blades drawn slightly back, maintaining some support in the back muscles. Oh, Bulgarian split squats are always tough. Any Eastern European named exercise, and you know it's going to be hard. All right, onto the front squats next. Shout out to any Bulgarians out there. We've got you to thank for that one. Okay, we've got the double dumbbell front squat. So we're gonna have one dumbbell on each shoulder in a front rack position, or you can just hold a single in the center if you're struggling. Remember, it's an upright squat position, stacking the spine on top of itself. Nice low squat. A front squat is more quad dominant, so the front of your legs, they're gonna get a bigger workout. We've got plenty of exercises in this for the glutes and hamstrings as well. Onto the Cossacks. So you can do body weight or single dumbbell, whatever you fancy. Always a sweaty one. When it's a leg day, we'll mix some more other exercises in later. Oh. All right, 2 rounds done in this first section. One more to go, and then we're gonna move on to some new exercises, just using a heavy single dumbbell. This workout is actually part of a 6-week 30 workout Dumbbell LIFT Series. So well done if you're already on that, and if you're not, check out the description of this video. I'll put a link to that playlist, or look in my playlist tab on my channel, and you'll see the whole series there. It's a follow along series, 30 workouts dedicated to the LIFT series. Let's go with this final round. Tough one. Really work hard to control that front knee. And breathing and bracing for each rep. Holding my core together. Great job. That's them over with for this workout. Got those front squats next. If you're struggling with mobility, try putting some little weights plates underneath your heels. It will just help you to squat a little lower with a nice upright torso position. those Cossack lunges for the final time now. Hopefully we can sink a little deeper. It is a tough one for mobility, but once you warm up, you should be able to go slightly lower each time. Try and keep this knee pushed out so it's not caving to the center. Same for that side, keep it pushed out. Great job. Got a proper rest now, you got a minute off. Then we're gonna go into the second strength section where we're gonna do 3 new exercises. If you're enjoying training with me, but you fancy following more of a sets and reps strength plan, I've got something called the 12-week dumbbell plan ebook, which I'll link in the description of this video. It's a periodized program, really similar to how I personally train. I use a lot of dumbbells. If you're only going to train with dumbbells, that's as close as you can get to how I train. So check that out, it's in the description. But let's get ready for that next round. You're going to take your heavy dumbbell. We're going to do a split stance Romanian deadlift. This is a tricky one to get right. So I'm going to take the dumbbell in my right hand. I'm gonna split my stance. I'm gonna put my right leg back. I'm gonna allow my right leg to bend. We're gonna hinge at the hip. So we're gonna push the hips back, feel the stretch down here, scoot through. So the right leg is gonna bend, the back leg. The front leg's staying almost straight. We're feeling this stretch, and then we're scooting through. You can let the heel come off if you want on that back leg. Hinge, hips shoot back, body folds forwards, upper back stays tense, scooting through and up. Let's do one more. So I'm going to take it in my left hand now. I'm going to put my left foot back, my right leg out front. I'm going to allow my left leg to bend, the hinge at the hip, feel the stretch down the front of that right leg. Trying to hinge with a flat back, so hips shoot back, lats stay engaged. You can bend the back leg slightly. Feel that stretch in that front hamstring. One to work on. It is a tough one, but you'll get it eventually. Okay, next up, I'm gonna pick the dumbbell up and hold it in a goblet squat position. We're gonna do a double drop goblet squat. So get yourself ready to go. So down, halfway up, down, all the way up. Oh, that's a tough one. Next up, I'm gonna hit the glutes a little bit more by doing a single dumbbell sumo deadlift. So I'm gonna go wider with the legs. We're gonna turn them out about 45 degrees each. We're gonna grip the handle with both hands. We're gonna hinge at the hip, coming fairly horizontal with the torso, and we're gonna do a deadlift. So scoot the hips back, knees out wide, and then drive through. Don't be afraid to get horizontal at the bottom. You can still be horizontal with a flat back. Toes turned out about 45 degrees, and then your knees pushed out to match. Great job. Take a little bit of water. There's 1 down, 2 to go. That's the leg workout complete. So we've got those split stance Romanian deadlifts to start with. So I'm going to have the dumbbell in my right hand. I'm going to have my right leg back, my left leg forward. We're feeling the stretch in the front leg. So you're going to allow the back leg to bend. Hinge at the hip. You're going to keep the front leg. It can be unlocked, but it should be almost straight. So you can soften the knee. You should feel it down here, scooting through. Let's rep a little faster now that you should have the technique down. And take that to the other side. So the front leg will stay almost straight, maybe just slightly unlocked. The back knee can bend, hinging at the hip, pushing the hips back, folding forwards. Tough one. We're gonna go double dumbbell, double drop dumbbell goblet squat for this next one. So it's basically 1.5 for spending an extra half rep at the bottom, increasing the time and attention, making the set a little bit more challenging. So down, halfway up, back down, all the way to the top. Next up, we got that single dumbbell sumo deadlift. Getting the glutes stretched out. So we're going to come nice and wide with the feet. 45-degree turn out. Hold the dumbbell 2 hands. Don't be afraid to hinge and finish in a horizontal position at the bottom of each rep. Keep those shoulder blades pulled back, almost like you're tucking your shoulder blades down and back into your back pockets to create some upper back support. Oh, great job. 2 rounds done, just 1 to go. That's today's workout complete. If you're looking to get some dumbbells or a bench or anything, I'll provide some links in the description of the video. They are affiliate links, but it will be the products that I use or very similar. It doesn't cost you anything else to use them. Let's get going with those split squats. So I'm gonna have it in my right hand, right leg back, left leg forward. We're going to bend the back leg, keeping the front leg straight. It's a hinge action, getting that hamstring stretching, squeezing through. Tough. Okay, we got those double drop goblet squats, holding the dumbbell nice and tight to your body. Want a nice upright squat position as well, don't lean forward too much. Again, use those heel plates if you're struggling with flexibility. Oh. All right, nearly there. Stay with me, we've got just one exercise left in this workout. If you're on the lift series, get a nice little break tomorrow because it's going to be a mobility workout, flexibility workout next in the series. Oh, and that's it. Thanks for joining me for that leg workout. Let me know in the comments below, how did you find it and where in the world are you following along from? I really do like to hear that. Check out the next day in my 6-week 30 workout lift series here. And if you want to find out more about that 12-week dumbbell plan ebook, I'll put a little preview video here. Hit the thumbs up button, make sure you're subscribed. See you again soon for another workout.